Six-figure fans, welcome back. Welcome back indeed. I've been trying to call them the six-figurines, but I don't know if that'll catch on as much.
Yeah, don't.
Six-figure fans, for real. Look, you already see he's on the screen, but if you don't quite know who this is, first off, what you doing? You need to get into the gaming scene. You need to understand more. You need to figure it all out. Who I got right now in this Discord chat with me, none other than Javier Colazo, otherwise known as MonsterDface. Monster, how you doing today, man?
Yo, I'm doing good. Thank you guys for, bringing me on board. I see the tweet. Just have to hit the little retweet right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here today, and I wanna thank you guys for, calling me up.
Hey, man.
Reaching out to me.
It's our honor, for sure. And before we get anything started, let me just say the newest piece of news. Congrats on 50K on Twitter, man. I got the tweet notice on.
Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. I seen the tweet. I was like, yeah, my dog. That's what's up, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where like I don't really care about the numbers, but like sometimes it's just kind of fun to just like, oh, look at that, like that's
look
nice.
good. Before we get this rolling, bro, as I want to say it again, bro, I 100%, billion% appreciate this, dog. You know how much this means to me, how much it means to 6F. I don't do stuff like this for even me. This is for the team, man. This is for them, for their happiness, for them to smile, and for you to be here, and they all know. Let's go!
Yeah.
Rolling. Let's get this rolling. All right, Zach?
Yep. We can get things started.
Yours, homie.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Also, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Gavin. Gavin said, if I don't shout him out for you, Monster, he's gonna kill me. So, all right, get things going here. Did you have any goals that you wanted to reach that you've already accomplished? Obviously, there's sky's the limit, especially with something like this in the gaming industry, because all of it's still so new, and you can go wherever you want with it. But has there been things that you've already marked off with those 2 to 3 years, or do you definitely have more to grow?
No, yes and yes. So we definitely have marked off a lot of the early things we wanted to accomplish, just down to the infrastructure, the team, the scaling, the expansion, right? Working outside, out of our comfort zone and taking on bigger projects. But is there more to achieve? For sure. Like, we are just getting started. We're just in our infancy. Of course, the whole, I guess the boom of our success in the business was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing seeing me be able to sit down, put my head down, and really focus into a project, and then go all in with it. Because up until now, this is all new for me, right? Getting into like the real, I guess, corporate side, the business side, the client relation side, and stuff like that. So I learn a lot, but that's, I guess, what kind of helps me succeed. I'm like a sponge, I just keep picking up knowledge and applying it where I can.
Has there always been a comfortability in front of the camera, or was that something you had to more work towards and build up?
I wouldn't say there's ever a comfortability, because I'm more like I'm a very low-key kind of person. I'm not a flashy kind of guy, really. Like I keep a low profile. So when I got into streaming and stuff, there were tons of times in my career, like as a streamer or whatever, where I didn't want to have a camera. I didn't want to have to use a camera all the time and stuff like that. But it was just like, I guess, by chance and luck that as I was growing and becoming more and more popular, people were finding my channel, and I was already having, using my webcam, trying to use a green screen and stuff like that, like way back when. Like I like to play with no camera. I like to role play. Like I could really get invested in the characters and stuff that I play. Like I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and there's a power with that too, because you don't have that camera on you. You might be able to make those faces. So I'm still pursuing voice acting as one of my side things, and one of the hopefully lead into something main for me. And it's one of those things where if you don't have that camera on you, you can make those ugly faces to get the voice you want, and not feel maybe self-conscious about it. I've had that going back and forth too, where if I want to sound a certain way, I don't want people looking at me, because I know I got to make a certain face to get to that level. So you're talking about the role play. Have you dived into any like GTA RP on the side, or maybe just those types of games before in the past?
Yeah, definitely. So my I guess RP experience goes way back, like before GTA RP became really, really popular. It's more like DayZ survivor games, right? Like these chance encounters, you come across people, and it's a survivor game, so it's like really trust based. So you gotta, you gotta swindle them sometimes to like get them to trust you, and you set them up or whatever. Sometimes even in Rust, it's the same thing. Obviously for the entertainment value is ridiculous because you don't know what kind of journey you're gonna get into. So I've always been kind of in love with those kind of experiences. But to talk about GTA RP, yeah, I got some funny, like really, really funny clips. Like one of my, this is gonna sound so silly, but one of my favorite like characters to play in GTA RP is this character called Barbara.
I feel like GTA RP, just to stay on that topic for a second, is one of the pinnacles of where gaming is at now. Because it took an already pretty expansive game as far as the map size, talking about Los Santos literally being a carbon copy and a condensation of LA itself, and with the in-depth, the different mechanics and the different story missions, then to take the RP aspect and to make it its whole thing, a whole new thing where you can be a police officer, you can be a drug lord, you can be someone working in the nightlife, you can be someone making an honest living, you can make it your whole life and your whole well-being. So to take a big game and make it even bigger kind of just shows where video games are going. Do you see that happening with any other type of game? Maybe a Fortnite RP in the future? I've seen, they've done the prop hunt, they've done different game modes. They like to just pop things up here and there. Can you see that type of concept being applied into other games that you like? And if so, which ones would you want to see that in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a multi-layer question. Like, I think every game that has like a diehard community, like the real fans of those communities, would love to see a spin-off or a version of another game type with that, the IPs of those characters. So like, for example, I still do, I love Clash of Clans, right? I would play a first-person Clash of Clans, whatever, like, because I love the game, I love the characters, right? Like, whatever, like, it's things like that. So for sure, to that question. But to talk about Fortnite on that little topic, I think the future of Fortnite is definitely invested in the creative side. Yeah. And there are instances where like there's kind of like RP elements or like open world elements, which make Fortnite really, really interesting on the creative level. So I think creative Fortnite is going to be what keeps this game very much relevant, like long after competitive, and in the years to come, like that's what's going to make this like a 20-25 year lifespan game easily, in my opinion.
Yeah, Fortnite specifically, I believe the creator of Epic, or one of the higher ups of Epic, was saying that they want to be more of a mogul. They didn't want to just be focused on the video game. And you can see that going into the partnerships with DC, Marvel. I see you got the Naruto mug. They've had the anime skins. They've done a lot to broaden their audience and to make the game so expansive and inclusive. They don't want to be just this battle royale category cartoony game. They really do want to make this something that a lot of people connect to. I can see even going farther past the battle royale and past the RP, and I don't even see the limit for something like Fortnite. I think that game is so specific too of capturing the up and coming gamers, kind of making you and I fall in love with the game. Maybe you and I aren't as good as some of the people that are out right now, but I know me personally, I'll always have that love, and that's just because the game expanded. That's just because it grew and it changed. It's one of the only games I've ever seen to actually start as one thing, and then the players got so good with the mechanics that they had to change the rules. They had to change a bit of the layout in the game, maybe increase the building time or decrease the rate of fire and all these things. We've seen the game go through so many different changes.
And again, big hats off to everyone in the community that came through. SR_1turtle is actually, man, this guy's an OG. He's been following me for years. He knows what's up.
That's what's
shout
up,
out to you boys, showing love to a young OG out here, just kind of doing our thing, man. This has been fun. I'm always down to come through, talk shop, support you guys. So, looking forward. The year's still young.
Absolutely.
Things are just getting started, man, and I'll be there when your next big thing comes around, and I'll continue to champion for y'all. So.
I appreciate it,
man. Job's not finished.
Hey, who winning the Super Bowl? Who winning the Super Bowl?
No, I'm rooting for my wife's team, the LA Rams.
Okay. Happy wife, happy life. Yep.
I want to get beat up, so that's what we're doing.
I'm an Odell fan. That's my dog, so hey, you gotta be the Rams.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Not only do I appreciate you coming on here because I asked, but I appreciate it for people like Zach who looks up to you. Appreciate my team giving us, people be like, okay, they're trying to do something big. So not even just for me, I speak for everybody in SixFigures, for every faction. Much love, brother. I appreciate it.